Have you ever been in one of those scenarios where you remember something you saw as a child, and when you try to look for it online, you can't seem to find anything on it? You try your best to try to see where it is, you go as far as to ask other people if they remember it, and you seemingly get nothing. I, folks, have recently gone through this scenario, and let me tell you about Super Smash Bros. Z. I do not really remember much, but I will try to give the best description I can. Where this was uploaded, I don't know if it was Newgrounds or YouTube, but it was one of the two. Most likely Newgrounds. The series was called Super Smash Bros. Z, and my god, for the past 3 years now, I've been trying to look for this one thing, and I can't find it literally anywhere. I've asked about it an r/tip on my tongue, so it's about time I publicly announce it to you guys and see if you guys remember anything. Do I know a lot about the story? No, but I do know a decent amount of the characters. Me and my older brother would watch it every once in a while. Me and my brother would often watch stuff from Newgrounds on and YouTube very often. It's how I saw stuff like the Awesome series and the Nintendo series, and also Dragon Ball Z Abridged is another one that comes to mind. Basically, this was how I remembered how YouTube and Newgrounds was back then. Alright, enough dilly-dallying. It's about time I get into the stuff I remember. Now, the characters is the one thing I remember. Mario and Sonic, it's a typical Mario, Sonic, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, whatever. However, one of the things that weirded me out the most when I first saw it was Yoshi was able to talk full sentences, and for some weird reason, he had a girlfriend who was this Anthro Pikachu. I cannot find anything about this. The closest thing I could find to how this character looked like was this one frame from a flip note that I watched a lot during my furry emo phase. A possible theory for this weird Anthro Pikachu girlfriend is that it could be a self-insert. You never know, Yoshi was a very popular character in the Mario fandom at the time, and that could be an explanation. Anyways, back to the subject at hand. I remember some of the opening. The opening used We Got Power, the main theme for the Boo Saga of the original Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z, coupled with a slideshow of the main characters of the side to side, including Yoshi and the Pikachu. Then after the somewhat long slideshow, it would show the shot of a star going through several mountains. This is the drawing you're seeing on screen is what it looked like, how I remember it looking like. And I believe then it would show the logo. So it was basically just like a 1 minute slideshow, essentially what the intro was. This next claim is pure speculation, but I believe Mark Haynes, the creator of Super Mario Bros. Z, was involved in the series. I've actually DM'd him about this, and he is yet to get back to me. Once he gets back to me, I will either mention it later in the video, or I'll make a comment and pin it. The show had very simple backgrounds that were drawn in MS Paint, and sprites would usually be on top of them. The Anthro Pikachu, which I keep mentioning, had its own custom sprite, which was entirely drawn in MS Paint, I believe. And similar to later episodes of Super Mario Bros. Z, there would occasionally be close-ups of the characters, drawn in MS Paint. Next thing is, do I remember any scenes from the show? Not much at all. One of the only scenes that still stick with me to this very day is this one scene where Ganondorf transforms other Nintendo villains into candy and eats them. Very similar to how Majin Buu did it in the Boo Saga. Super Boo's theme by Bruce Faulkner was playing in the background, and eventually it would show this shot of outside a castle, which is supposedly where all the villains in Ganondorf were, and you hear the candy sound effect and other stuff. That's the only scene I seemingly remember. I unfortunately had a fairly low attention span as a young kid, and I would not really pay attention to the stuff my brother was watching too much, unless it was something I legitimately enjoyed. And I don't recall enjoying this series that much, but I really want to see it again, and I really do hope it does get found eventually. Even the chances of it getting found at this point are near zero. Unfortunately, these are seemingly all the things I remember. And now it's kind of up to you guys to hopefully remember it. If you remember at least one thing from this show, please let me know through comments and or Twitter. And I also highly recommend sharing this video so more people will become aware of this. Post it on r/lostmedia or something, or I don't know, possibly share it to, I don't know, blame it on Jorge, even though he probably doesn't really know or care about what I'm talking about. Anyways, guys, this is Supersonic 705, and see you on the flip side.